Welcome to Okta Release Highlights April Edition. In this edition, we will go over generally available new features, GA enhancements, and early access new features. Let's get started. Here are some of the new features released this month. Sign-in widget, version 6.2.0 release, has several new fixes like, supports SVG logos for custom app authenticator. Options for assets, languages. Usage texts for authenticator during enrollments. See list of bug fixes. And other important fixes. For details, review sign-in release notes and guide. Okta On-Prem MFA Agent, version 1.4.9 release, has security enhancements. Please read the version history and third-part notices. Required to enable on-prem MFA, including RSA Secure ID before downloading the agent. Okta Browser Plugin, version 6.9.0. This version addressed keyboard navigation issue. When users attempted to switch to a new app, users were unable to close the plugin popover window with keyboard input. This is now resolved. Resolve the plugin issue, where some users in version 6.8.0 experienced an issue when attempting to sign into an SWA app in an iframe. Please note, Admin Experience Redesign, toggle removed. Previously the toggle allowed super admins to switch between the Admin Experience Redesign and the old experience. Now, all Okta admins benefit from the new restyled Okta Admin dashboard. This redesign has the navigation sidebar and other features that is easy to use. Continued improvements in Office 365 app sign-in policy. You can apply the filter to deny access to untrusted clients or to only allow trusted clients, increasing your security. See Allow or Deny Custom Clients in Office 365 sign-on policy for details. This release has improved AD group membership synchronization. When a user is added to an Okta group and a matching group exists in AD, the distinguished name field is updated. When an Okta provisioning request moves a user to a new organizational unit, the change is quickly duplicated in AD. This new functionality helps ensure the accuracy and integrity of AD group membership information. The updated App Settings panel on the Okta End User dashboard allows end users to see all app details in a single view without having to expand multiple sections. End users can now quickly differentiate between SWA apps where they have set a username and password and SAML, OIDC apps that are admin managed with no additional user settings. New version for ShareFile integration is available. Upgrading to the latest version of our OAuth provides admins more secure authentication and can be used for provisioning and imports. Note, this feature is currently available for new orgs only. See Configure ShareFile OAuth and REST integration for details. Moving on to early access features. Many organizations use third-party systems to monitor, aggregate, and act on the event data in Okta System Log events. Log streaming enables Okta admins to securely send system log events to a specified system such as the Splunk cloud in near real-time with simple, pre-built connectors. Log streaming scales well even with high event volume. And unlike many existing system log event collectors, it doesn't require a third-party system to store an Okta Admin API token. Let's review the GA enhancements for April. Key improvements to Federation Broker Mode UI. The user interface prompts for Federation Broker Mode have been improved to provide more information about the feature. This feature can also be enabled through the OIDC app creation wizard. For details, see Enable Federation Broker Mode. Easy to navigate for end users. If recent activity is enabled, users can now click Last Sign in the footer of the left navigation bar to go directly to the recent activity page. We continue to improve and enhance the rate limit dashboard. Admin Console now includes data on burst limits in your Okta org, in addition to rate limit warnings and violations. The Violations dashboard was renamed Events to acknowledge the increase of scope. Includes the ability to filter on timeline and type of event. You can see details by hovering over the burst rates in the graphs, and links to the system log for individual endpoint calls. See Rate Limit Dashboard and Burst Rate Limits for these improvements. Important. New Threatinsight enforcement action. Configure Threatinsight to log and enforce security based on the threat level detected. This helps to limit or block authentication requests from suspicious IP addresses. How does this work? For example, if a IP address is suspected of malicious activity but the threat level is low, authentication requests from the IP address are not denied access. C. Configure Okta Threatinsight to enable and use the features. Look for the new MFA help link. This appears on Okta-hosted custom sign-in widgets. The link directs users to a page where they can learn more about the MFA options available when they sign in. See Customize text on your sign-in page. You can now map user profile by adding a smart card identity provider. Use IDP user.subjectUID in an Okta user profile when mapping IDP username for personal identity verification IDPs. IDP username also accepts an Okta expression language expression. For instructions, see Add a smart card identity provider. You can customize an application logo by replacing it with your own image. Admins can now preview a custom logo before applying it to an app to achieve the desired look. See Customize an application logo for requirements. New enhancement to help debug OAuth 2 token exchange events. New fields have been added to the system logs. New SAML 2.0 setup instructions. SAML 2.0 apps now use per app SHA-2 certificate during the app creation. Limitation to free messages. To balance growing costs of SMS usage while maintaining a commitment to developer and free trial orgs, Okta is changing the number of free SMS messages these orgs are allowed each month. Note: beginning April 4, 2022, orgs may send a maximum of 100 messages per month. For more information about this change, visit the Okta developer community. Thank you for viewing the April Okta release highlights. For details, please visit the Okta release notes and product notes online.